Well, Zynga and Hasbro are forming a partnership. We've got Scott Austin of the Wall Street Journal coming on the set now. Tell us about this.
Hello.
Both game companies, these. Zynga obviously making social media games,
That's right.
and Hasbro making physical games like Monopoly and stuff like that. Teaming up. What's up with that?
It's an interesting deal between an old world gaming company and a new world gaming company. You know, Zynga sort of rose to prominence on a game called Words with Friends, which is a knockoff of Scrabble. And Hasbro, which makes Scrabble, had developed its own online game. It didn't do very well. Words with Friends took off. So they're somewhat rivals online. But Hasbro, it's 89 years old. It's done well as a gaming company overall, board games and toys. But it's had issues, with its gaming line. I think its sales have fallen like 7% in the fourth quarter after a 22% drop the year before. So they're trying to revive their gaming line and connect it with kind of the online world. And so this is a way to license the rights to Zynga's online video games like Farmville and Words with Friends.
Now, I remember a few years ago that I believe it was Hasbro that brought the copyright police down on Scrabulous.
That's right.
A couple of guys out of, I guess, India, and then they finally adapted and created a Scrabble-like game called Lexulus, which I'm sure led to Words with Friends at some point. But is Hasbro so far kind of sputtering in terms of trying to get online, and this seems like it's really their attempt to get out of it?
Exactly. I think this is a way to do that, and this could potentially extend to Zynga making video games, online games for Scrabble's games. So Scrabble makes Hasbro not only makes Scrabble and Monopoly, but it makes like Battleship and Risk, so a couple of war games. It even makes Play-Doh and Nerf. Football, so you could think there could be some sort of creative gaming there, but electronic
football game.
Yeah, why not? But Electronic Arts owns the digital rights right now of all Hasbro games. So
that's got to be a problem. That's got to be a problem for Zynga. I mean, that really has.
Yeah, I mean, right now I think it's a way to just kind of get in there and Hasbro saw what Mattel did with Rovio, where Mattel licensed the rights to the Angry Birds game, so the game where you catapult birds into the sky and kill little pigs.
My favorite thing.
Your favorite thing, yeah. Mattel, I think, did really well over the holidays, and I think this is kind of the first step.
We were looking at a picture of a Nerf gun there. That is something that would seem to me that you really only want in the physical form.
Maybe, but you could see some Nerf creatures. I don't know, or Play-Doh creatures. I mean, there could be something there.
Well, there's nothing really quite as pleasurable as shooting someone with a Nerf gun.
With a Nerf
because
gun,
you know they're not going to die. I mean, and how can that be with
Simon? We got to talk.
So where does this go? Is this? I mean, they're both in bed together now.
Yeah.
Do they make hay? What happens?
I think the first step is you see board games made from the Mafia Wars video game. Not really for kids, I suppose, since it's gangster related. And then also Farmville, you could certainly see stuffed animals and things like that Hasbro could create. But beyond that, I think it's the video game side that would be more probably lucrative for both sides.
And that's where the big money is.
And
we got
Zynga's
to leave it there.
Sure.
Scott Austin of the Wall Street Journal.